The reality and the bitter truth is that philosophy is neither easy nor simple nor straightforward of a condition, quality, virtue, or state of being for anyone or anything in the world to be able to first successfully understand, comprehend, grasp, unpack in its entirety, in its essence, in its fundamentality, and then to be able to seamlessly execute and also eventually to be able to flawlessly and unhesitatingly hold on to, adhere to it at every step of the way requires absolute self knowledge, self understanding, self respect, self worth, and self control and discipline also. And that won't be easy. That will be very difficult, chaotic, painful, hard for themselves that basically seek and desire to embrace philosophy first will have to embrace the unconscious content as shadow material which they're always repressing, denying, and running away their entire lives in one way or another. They will have to come to the recognition and seek acknowledgement and confrontation directly with the past traumas, tragedies, betrayals, and repressed content that was either done to them or they did to the others. All of those good and bad things had to be harmonized and confronted with and embraced and processed for us to be able to not only embrace and integrate philosophy but also to be able to be in the absolute achievement and possession of happiness, contentment, peacefulness, authenticity, truthfulness, comfort in our lives can happen when we make peace with the past and learn not to imitate the past, but obviously keeping it as a ladder of wisdom, learning from it, remembering it at every step of the way in the present, and then giving all to the present so that the future looks great, productive, authentic, fortuitous in one way or another. So, obviously, whether or not life is worth living, definitely one of the fundamental questions of philosophy, it is definitely concerning to philosophy. Philosophy must be able to answer that, and we must also understand from our own philosophical perspective, from our own wisdom, experience, deep knowledge, that whether our life is worthy or it is just not so worthy. And that can only happen when we find that harmony, moderation, balance between who we are, what we represent, and the kind of life we are living or leading. There has to be balance, and also between our words, thoughts, actions. So everything needs an alignment. Everything has to be aligned, harmonized, balanced by each other. Then only there will be happiness and a worthy, a worthwhile, authentic, desirable sort of life when there is balance in everything and in every corner of it. Otherwise, not. And that obviously is one of the fundamental questions of philosophy, whether or not life is worth living or it is just suffering.